Hello and welcome to another Colorscope for people born in May. Yes, I've given these readings a name of their own. Being a sociologist, we always make up new words, and this is mine, Colorscopes. I'm Dr. Karen, and you're on Karen's Colours. If you've been here before, then you are very, very welcome back. If not, if this is your first time here, well, let's hope that I have something to offer you that will help you through the month of August 2026. For this month, I've decided to look at the Doreen Virtues Ascended Masters. Now, this particular oracle was created by a well-known tarot creator, and I thought that some of the things that she has to say in her Ascended Masters oracle might be a benefit to us. So before we begin anything else, let's do a bit of shuffling, shall we? Now, as you know, I'm still not very good at this, but I am improving through a bit of practice. All right then, let's just choose from the middle in here and this one will do it. So let's get right into the color, shall we? Let's choose some colors for people born in May and examine their August. And what do we have here? Here we have the strength is black on purple. The obstacle they will be dealing with is blue on cyan. And the underlying energy is pink on orange. Your strength, black on purple. Purple is a need for healing, for fixing things, for developing some sort of imaginative solution to a problem that has beset you. Now, in the real world, you're able to sit quietly and wait. You have infinite patience. That's what black is all about. Because this is your strength. When things go wrong, you wait it out. You allow those things to dissipate from your life. And once they have dissipated, then you feel healed. But that dissipation often comes through as feeling sad or dejected or even depressed. And in creating that sort of format around you, it means that basically you are in mourning. There is an issue that's coming up for you in August that will cause you to feel immeasurably sad. But that sadness is also a healing energy. It is there because you are undergoing change, and those changes will lead you somewhere better than you were before. The black is also associated with psychic energy. So it's a development of your own inner psychic abilities. What's the obstacle? Well, this is interesting because blue and cyan are related to one another. This is the dark version, this is the pale version. You're still seeking after that complete contentment and bliss and harmony that comes from everything being the way it should be. And in the real world, there are still too many duties and responsibilities. And as an obstacle, this causes you to feel as though everything is stagnant, nothing is moving, because you are overburdened with tasks that have to be accomplished. Blue in the real world says, shut up, get on with the job, do as you're told, don't complain. And because this is the obstacle, it means that you are finding yourself almost overwhelmed with the amount of work that needs to be done in order to accomplish whatever it is that you are being faced with during the month of August. The underlying energy here is, however, that you have a need to stand up, to show that you are courageous, to show that you are confident, that you can survive, that you have the strength necessary to do what? Well, basically to be compassionate. And in that being compassionate, being loving and caring towards others, you can also attract that to yourself. So the underlying energy here is the crisis of being loved. Are you able to be compassionate to yourself? Are you able to be kind and loving and caring to yourself? If you can do it to yourself, you can also do it to others, and they will reciprocate. So here we have the underlying energy of being able to survive the onslaught of love. So what do the other colors tell us? Well, we have black. But know what? There's no red or yellow or green, but we do have blue. There's no brown. We have orange. There's no gray. We have purple. We have pink, and we have cyan. So these 6 colors, these 6 representative skills are available to you throughout August to enable you to move forward in any direction you choose to take. Let's examine what happens when we use the strength alongside the weakness, alongside the obstacle. Now, taking away the underlying energy, we suddenly instantly see that this seems to be fairly dark. So what do we do when we examine the 2 of them together? And this often is a failure. What happens is we shift the underlying drivers. And now, instead of the black, the doom and gloom and the separation from life, the isolation, coming as a result of the purple drive for making things better, we now have it occurring as a result of this need for peace and harmony and contentment. Things have upset you during August, and that has caused a great deal of sadness and mourning. You feel isolated. You feel as though things are never going to be the same again. They're at a standstill. Your life is going nowhere. That's the feeling that comes from this. Here we have blue over purple. And again, because it's a mixture of strength and obstacle, it has a more negative reading because it doesn't work out the way it should. The drive towards fixing things, to making things better, to overcoming calamity in the real world means that there's a lot of work that has to be done. You have duties and obligations that need to be carried out, and those duties and obligations feed back into this still wanting things to be better. It's a struggle. This is the struggle of change and stability, change and hard work. You don't seem to be able to create a happy medium here because none of these colors give you any form of happiness or contentment. This is close to it, the cyan, but it comes from your obstacle. It's like you can't find the peace and comfort and contentment that you need because in the real world, you're feeling black and blue. You're feeling bruised, battered, shaken around. That's a rather uncomfortable position to be in during the month of August. So let's have a look at what happens when we put in the intervening underlying energy. Now, firstly, let's put the underlying energy alongside the strength. And again, we cross over the energies, the drivers. And what do we have here? Now we have black over orange and we have pink over purple. Black and orange are one of nature's warning signals. Hornets, poisonous snakes, plants that show orange and black together are often quite dangerous. So nature is sending you a warning here, or at least August is, that this is your strength. So you have the ability to overcome, to courageously resist and survive any form of attack that comes your way. The doom and gloom that allows you to withdraw and give yourself time out to recover from something is associated with your survival skills. You will get through whatever it is that is coming your way. As well as that, you have pink over purple. Purple is a desire for change. You want something different, and in the real world, you are vulnerable to that difference. You are able to accept and give out the sorts of loving, caring messages that enable others to come and assist you when you need that help. Pink and purple are all about persistence. Try again. A baby never gives up trying to stand up or to crawl. Infants and young children will persist in doing something over and over and over until they get it right. And that's the same energy that we have here in this pink and purple skill set here. What about the skill set when we attach the underlying energy to the obstacle? Now, at first glance, this looks a lot more promising. The colours are brighter, and it looks as though things could work out for you well. And hopefully, they will. But what do we have here? We have pink and cyan, and then blue and orange. Pink and cyan are the most beautiful combination of this entire colour schema. They are the contending baby. And in fact, here you have the ability to create that contentment through allowing others to assist, through allowing others to take care of you. But remember, this is a combination of the underlying energy and the obstacle. What is it about this that makes you want to go in this direction instead? Are you really determined to isolate yourself away from being able to find the contentment and the love that is on offer? And then we have blue on orange. Now, blue and orange are opposites on the color wheel. And when they are combined into a single color, they form brown. Brown is about goals, ambitions, practical skills. Here we have the ability to survive, or the need to survive, and at the same time to work your way through whatever tasks and responsibilities and various different jobs that need to be done, because you need to organize yourself. What is it so difficult about that? It causes you once again to go into hiding over here. Let's look at the colors that are missing to see if you can find something there that will help you to get a better outcome. There's no white, there's no red, there's no yellow, or green, or brown, or grey. Six colours. And those six colours represent the skills that you could be using in order to facilitate an outcome that allows you to heal and at the same time to recover from whatever it is that caused you to need to heal in the first place. White is about allowing experiencing. Whatever is out there, whatever is coming your way, be curious about it, accept it. Allow yourself to experience it. Red is about gathering your energy. There's not much energy in pink. You're feeling exhausted here. Red is gathering your energy back, bringing some passion back into your life, whether that is passion for a particular project or some other activity that enables you to feel as though you are in control of it. Yellow is about learning. It's about finding yourself getting in the way of creating some form of new experience. Unlike the experience here, which is unknown, here this is known experience. This is stuff you've learnt from the past. This is stuff that you can remember. This is stuff that you can put to some sort of practical use. Yellow allows you to be happy in what you learn, in what you experience. Green is offering you the opportunity to get away, to escape, to find ways of creating a new life in a different direction. Brown is about your goals, your ambitions. It's about creating the sort of practical applications and developing the skills that are necessary in order to succeed. We have brown hidden here in between the obstacle and the underlying energy, but it's split. Here, it's a whole color. And then we have gray. Gray is the midpoint between black, which you do have, and white, which you don't. It allows you to tread a path between truth and falsehood, between light and dark, between what is hidden and what is obvious. It allows you to deal with competing demands upon your life, upon your time, upon your expertise. Which of those are you going to choose for yourself to add to this repertoire here? You need the best, the most appealing, and the worst, the one that is least appealing. And when you have chosen those two, start putting them into your life, because they will alter the way that this underlying energy works. And when it changes, so too does your reaction in your strengths and also the consequences that come from dealing with the obstacles in your life. So let's look at what the Oracle has to offer us. It's Lakshmi, the flow of prosperity. Wow. What do you need to prosper? Survival skills, imagination, and harmony. You'll get them when you incorporate the colors of the skills that you're currently not using. Well, it certainly seems like August is going to be a rather transformative month for a lot of us. Maybe your month will be a little less challenging than the reading might suggest. But on the other hand, maybe challenge is exactly what you need at this time in order to help yourself out of the doldrums that have pretty much afflicted us for most of the year. So until I see you again in September for the next Colorscopes, may the colours of your life lead you in a direction that is for your own higher good. Catch you next time. Bye.